That one. Oh.
Are we live?
Live at the Hood's Nest.
Oh, I'm about to be loud. Liza.
There's no way the camera didn't just pick that up.
We should have put.
It just picked up the top of her
Can you put
back.
Can you put the equipment? Can you show everyone our new equipment?
We can't.
Well, what's the point of having new equipment if we can't brag? Oh. Coming live. We've been gone. We've been gone for a while. How long have we been out? 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
3 weeks. I mean,
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Updated equipment. Hood's Nest. Ryan Hood. Caden Thomas.
Made it through the
deadline.
deadline.
What are we talking about today? We're going to be very, very, very structured on our time so we don't go over.
Yeah, Rachel will get mad at you if you're late for dinner.
45 minutes.
I'm already getting texts about where you at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where you at?
When are you leaving work?
Oh, really? You start getting hammered at 4?
Yeah, about 4:15.
There's somebody in our office that every time he rounds like hole 12, he gets the, hey, what time? It's like, it's on sync. Like his wife will be like, hey, when you gonna be done? Yeah.
That
like,
time.
Whenever I want to, woman. That's when I'll be done. I get home when I get home. That's when I get home. What are we talking about today? 3 weeks of football.
Yeah, football. Hell, a lot happened.
Football. We got, all right, so on the agenda, we're talking
about football.
Tennessee football. We got a little local news with just some things that hit the radar over the last couple of weeks. What were we talking? Oh, the
Halloween movies.
Halloween is right around the corner, which so we're going to talk about a little bit about Halloween and then end on some always entertaining and just awesomeness of tax advice and what you should do at this time of year with your accountant, which could be us if you would like to be, but we're not associated, or are we? I don't know.
With Hood CPA?
Yeah.
We're associated.
Let's start off talking about Frost being in the paper on the front page this morning, since it looks like it's public knowledge.
Yeah, we can talk about that. It's fair game.
What did you think about that?
I think it's funny that somehow his dad was able to purchase the property back. Imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like either the best luck in the world that you're able to get the property that your son somehow slimed all over.
I just find it very hard to believe that it wasn't rigged.
No.
Why would it be rigged?
No.
Why would they start the bid off at like 222 or whatever it was, and then he bought it at 225? It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of bidding going on.
People that were texting me while they were down there specifically for that piece of property, and they never got a chance to bid on it.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, and the building too. The building got somehow finagled through attorneys and up for public auction, and somehow the public didn't know about the public auction.
Yeah,
I did see this one in the paper. They did have something that said the date and time that it would be auctioned off.
The house on Signal. Or the lake house?
The lake house. Both of them.
Okay.
I think they both were auctioned off. But.
So the article said that ex-wife, they moved the Signal property to the ex-wife's name.
Oh, okay.
So she apparently is owner of that house now. Yeah. They didn't do the auction for it. I don't know if they're going to.
Yeah.
But that's just what the article said.
It seems like a who gives a shit story for the newspaper to keep covering it. But because of our ties, in the past, it is very entertaining to watch, and pretty much I would say it was no one's surprised.
No.
Which I've always been careful talking about it because you could come off like, but I'm not.
Well, no, I mean, that's public knowledge. Yeah,
fact,
everything we said's in the paper.
Yeah, but it's just to me, I think it's funny that family gets to do that, and it shows you what rich families, because I mean they have money, but they don't have like
Jeff Bezos money.
Yeah, but you think about how many families in this country can just manipulate situations like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think
that's just a small time example right there.
That's just a Chattanooga example.
Yeah,
of how you could just pay attorneys. I'd love to see their attorney bill, by the way.
I'm sure it's.
Oh Jesus,
it's high. I wonder what the mortgage was. The other mortgage that they assumed on the property as well. So they paid the $225, and what's the other mortgage on the house?
I saw the Zillow was $800.
Yeah.
So
probably around that.
Knowing the way that guy was behaving, I would say he refinanced the thing when the interest rates went down.
Yeah.
And so he probably owed quite a bit on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just think it's funny that it's on the front page of the paper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there just nothing else going on in Chattanooga that you got to put that family on the I mean, every time something happens, it's on the front page of the paper.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see he gets put in jail. Like, that's the only article that would be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like, or does it? Like, does he really deserve to go to jail for, because nobody really knows what's true and what's not true, which is why there's court.
Yeah.
If you're under investigation, most likely it's true. Because I don't think the feds, like, they don't build a case and let you know about it. The case is over, and then you're arrested, and then you're gone.
Right.
It's like, but yeah, I thought that was funny. First thing this morning is you read about all this, and then of course I'm getting texts about it. And I'm like, no, I don't want Frost sloppy seconds. I'm good. we dealt with him long enough. We don't want his properties. We don't want to bid against his daddy for his property.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll if you could only be a hater, just lose their ass on all that stuff.
Well, I think that same investment firm that they, secretly used to buy that property, I think it's the same firm that they used to buy the Chestnut property.
Yeah. But it just all seems so slimy.
Yeah.
Like, it seems so slimy. And you understand, like, from my understanding, instead of filing bankruptcy, you could put it up for public auction, and then it clears the title and all of the, and so that's how, from reading the newspaper and just very, very limited knowledge on an auction.
Right.
But I mean, obviously you don't want to file bankruptcy.
Right.
Because then you've kind of, that would be a stain on the name.
Sure.
So doing all this stuff, but that attorney bill is hefty.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, it's
hefty. Yeah.
Because you think about all of the stuff and just think of all the paperwork that has to be filed.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in my opinion, there's got to be some sort of rule that says you can't do that.
You'd think. You would think, but I guess not.
You can't, like, I mean, I could right now be like, I can't afford my mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell my mommy to be like, hey, go down there to the courthouse and bid $200,000 for it, and nobody else knows. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. You got to be breaking some law by doing that.
Maybe we're
There's no way.
Maybe we're just not. We don't know.
I'd kind of like to look into that, to be honest. But, I mean, you got to know that they were advised to do that.
Right.
The attorneys had to advise them to do it that way instead of filing bankruptcy.
Yeah, they are extremely lawyered up.
Right.
And got some, they've got some, I mean, they know what they're doing.
Right.
I'm sure that they don't do that a lot, but that family, they would do anything to keep their name from
being tarnished.
Yeah. Having bankruptcy next to it, or fraud, or all the stuff that, you kind of secretly hope that it just, all the stuff comes to light.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you obviously don't want the people that got skimmed, you don't want them to lose their money. But if I'm one of those people and I see this going on, I'm pretty pissed.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
If somebody sold me on $200,000 investment and I got it from a service person that was licensed and all this stuff, and then I see them just completely getting away with everything and daddy taking care of it, I'd be pretty mad about it.
Well, and I'm sure that's going to piss them off, piss the attorneys off, and it's going to have them pushing even harder on some of these other lawsuits.
Probably.
So maybe more stuff.
Look, it's another one is the Coty Wamp saga that continues.
Which I didn't even know about any of that until you told me about it.
I love Coty Wamp.
Yeah. Maybe she can come on this show.
I don't know.
She may school us.
Oh God, she's a fireball.
Yeah,
that's why I like. She's one of the only. I mean, people are so full of shit in those offices. Like, I mean, not just here. I mean, just look at the political landscape everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you believe 1% of anything that anybody says?
No, it's hard. I mean, you want to, but it's hard to believe that.
I don't. But when she goes out there on the courthouse steps and says that like it is, and I guess for people that don't know, when our sheriff, the city sheriff, was let go with what did she get?
She was the chief of police, and she was indicted on forgery because apparently she was living still in Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia, was supposed to be living in Chattanooga, forged the documents, got charged with it or indicted, whatever. Got indicted on those charges, and then they let her go and fired her.
Right.
And then all these clergy people came out and said that it was a race thing, that she got fired because she was black, and then now it's turned into that.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they did it in front of her office, in front of Coty Wamp's office, and she came out and she was like, I didn't even indict her on these charges. Like, so why are y'all even here doing this?
Right.
And so,
people think they can scream racism and it just ends everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, well, they said racist. Oh shit, I don't want to be labeled as a racist.
Right.
So all you gotta do is say that's racist, and it ends, which is not fair.
Right.
That's not fair.
No.
I mean, Mayor Kelly went outside of Chattanooga to get the sheriff. You know what? Right. Who are you trying to? You know, whose ass you trying to kiss?
Right.
The Democratic Party's ass. I mean, obviously you come out and say, I'm supporting Kamala Harris. So it's very obvious that he's doing stepping stone things to move up further in whatever political thing that he wants to do.
Right.
But just in general, when she comes out there and says that, I mean, good God, thank you, love you, you're awesome. Like, you come out there and you just tell it like it is.
Just told it like it is. Yeah.
Where when she said, "Where are you at when all the other people are in here when the kids are getting killed?"
Right.
No, absolutely, totally, 100% agree. Where are you?
Yeah.
You come out when the cameras are there, when it's something to shine a light on you for good stuff, but you don't. Where are you at when? And you might do it in your church, and you might do it in that, but the first chance you get to scream racism,
it's when she got fired, and they want it. Yeah.
I mean, it's just bullshit. I mean, it's so transparent, but you have to act like it's not.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like, why do we have to act like this is not obvious?
Well, I don't understand why they're getting so. I mean, if it was a white chief of police and did the same thing, got indicted on the forgery charges, and charged of perjury as well, they would get fired too. Like, why are you going to go up there and speak for the white chief of police that got in trouble?
Yeah. No, you're not. No, they're not. No.
So I don't. Yeah, I mean,
no, they're not, and they would have a very stupid argument as to why not too.
Yeah,
it's probably a topic that probably won't.
Yeah,
if we touch it, we'll probably be labeled a certain way ourselves, because that's the problem with all of America is you can't say things that are opinion or whatever,
right? And
because you'll get labeled.
Yeah, you're racist.
And opinion doesn't mean you're right.
Right.
Like, it's just our opinion. But yeah, my opinion is he hired a black woman that was from Atlanta to try to probably hit numbers because it's a minority thing,
right?
And to make the Democratic Party happy. She ended up being a criminal, and he had to fire her, and then he did what he should have done from the beginning, which is hire somebody internally.
Yeah.
But somehow, they get Coty Wamp dragged into it, who had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
She comes out and whips their ass, and I hope she continues to whip their ass about it. I mean, it was, I don't remember recently. It got brought back up recently.
Yeah, because I saw the initial article. I was confused. The initial thing came out in July.
Yeah.
And then a new article came out like October 10th.
Yeah.
About it, which I don't know why it resurfaced. I don't understand.
There was something. I think they filed something against her saying, I know what it was. So I think her brother, Weston, Kelly, all of them had a big meeting over at Brainerd Crossroads. And it was pretty much the black community in the seats, and then all of us, all the whiteys up there on the stage, all the political people. And she made the statement that all she did was provide statistics, which in all honesty, the way she said it came out a little, I could see how it could come out maybe a little condescending, because she said 80% or 70% or whatever percent, a very high percent of the crimes and the percentage was from the black community.
Right.
And which the way she said it, which I did, or the way it was read in the paper, which it's all perception.
Right.
The way it came out like, like she was pointing the finger.
Sure.
But to me, it came out as facts.
She's just telling statistics.
It's statistics.
Yeah, that's what it seemed to me. Yeah.
But then, then you got the issue that came out about how the police department's using confidential informants, and how these confidential informants are getting overpaid, or are they getting overpaid, or are the cops just putting the money in their pocket?
Yeah.
And then, of course, at some point they all get dragged into all this, because it all gets grouped into, well, if that sheriff did that, then why do you got cops that are paying themselves extra money. So, but I mean, all it does is divide black and white.
Yeah.
And people that try to say that they don't see color are full of shit because it is. Was it Morgan Freeman said that? Or so, there was like some interview. It's like, yeah, for you,
right,
the 1%
right.
that live in Hollywood, yeah, like most people, I hate to tell you, but they do see color. Like that's just a fact of life. Like that's just how it is. It's not racist. It's not.
It just it's like I said, it's
is
just
what
a
it
fact.
is. Like it's not. Nobody hates anybody. We don't.
I was gonna say there probably are. Yeah, I mean there definitely are people.
I told you about my story in the CBC when I walked in there and he dropped the
bomb
three times, and I was like, "Where do you live?"
Yeah. Like, what rock did you cross?
Yeah, well, I said, "Boy, I bet you're a joy to go hang out with."
Yeah.
And then he kept talking. I go, "Man, why don't you just shut the fuck up?"
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But I guess we all come from different backgrounds, and we all look at things differently. I mean, white people look at things one way, and I guarantee you, black people look at them probably differently, or sometimes we all look at them the same. But I mean, on this situation, going back to the original point, it's good to see somebody in public office be honest and tell the truth, because most people would have got up there and give out some canned statement about the whole situation.
Trying to just diffuse the whole situation.
Yeah, exactly. But no, she's like, no, like if you want to do this, then get your ass down here all the time.
Yeah.
Don't come attack me in my halls.
Yeah, it seems so random. Like it just, even like reading through the whole article, watching them talk about it, and then seeing Coty's response.
Yeah.
And then reading like the background on the whole situation, and then about the facts that she was spitting out, like, hey, where are you at when these kids are dying? Where are you at? Are you helping them, helping the parents after this has happened? Have you been, helping provide mental health and like all this other stuff? Why are you just now coming out and saying this one thing?
Well, I'm going to get a bumper sticker that says Coty Wamp for president. My wife is, when she listens to this, she's gonna be like, "Are you still talking about her?" I'll vote. I swear to you, right now, if she was on the ballot, I'd vote for her over Trump or Kamala all day.
Yeah, she
all day.
Yeah, she's aggressive.
Yeah,
she's aggressive.
We lose and that's what, in my opinion, that's the type of leadership in every position that you need. Like, quit blowing smoke up my ass. Tell it how it is.
Yeah.
Like, be transparent with people.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might say something people don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's no way to make everyone happy.
No. But that's what everybody tries to do.
Yeah. There's no way.
They try to talk around everything. They do the old dip and twirl.
He's giving him the old dip and twirl.
Yeah. Give him a broom because it's a mate.
Yeah. What's his name? Brady.
Cameron
Brady.
Remember when we was in the Denny's bathroom? Dude, if that's not like point on how this, what is it, November 5th, we can be done with this shit?
Yeah, is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
so we got
today.
a couple weeks. Yeah. Time changes too. Nowhere to forget about that time change.
I'm going to fall back an hour.
Hey, people get that seasonal depression, man. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It gets dark super early.
Especially if you live in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, it gets really dark.
No daylight.
Have you ever been to Vegas this time when it gets dark? I mean, it gets dark at like 3 p.m.
No, well, I've only been to Vegas once, and it was summer.
If you go now or go when the time changes, I mean, we're there 3 hours behind, so when it's 6 here, it's 3 there, and it's dark.
Is it really?
It's super weird. It's very weird.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very weird. Because I remember going outside, and I was like, the hell? Am I that drunk? Wait a minute. Did I sleep?
I'm going to go back inside and come back out again.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We'll keep it a good timetable here. Where do you want to go, Tennessee?
We're talking about fall. What's your
talking Tennessee?
Yeah,
or are you talking Halloween?
Doesn't matter. We can talk about either. What's your top 3 favorite Halloween movies?
Top 3? Man,
these don't have to be spooky. I mean, Halloween movies.
Fucked up movies.
Yeah. I mean, they can. Yeah. Top Halloween movies.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've gone dark in the last 6 to 8 weeks and probably watched about 40 horror movies, from messed up to slasher movies to, I like the suspense, like the one that you don't know until the end what's happening. I love those type of movies. The suspenseful ones. Like when you tell me the killer in Act 1,
Right.
I don't want to watch it.
Right.
I don't even care.
So you like the classics? You like the old Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, I mean, they just at this point they're just kind of corny and like Freddy Krueger's funny.
Yeah.
But like if I talk about like scary, like actual scary, I always number one. Well, anything Rob Zombie makes.
Yeah.
It's just completely
House of a Thousand Corpses.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, that one's
probably
pretty messed up.
If I have to say the one movie over my life that I watched where I had trouble going to sleep, that's the only one.
That one, yeah, it's weird.
That one fucked me up. When they put Dwight from The Office's head in that jar, and then they cut the girl's dad's skin off his face, and he's going around going, "Daddy!" And I was like, "Oh my god, whoa!" And, Rob Zombie's wife is in that. She plays in all this, and she's smoking hot.
Yeah,
she plays in all those all the movies that he
Devil's
does.
Rejects, all that. Yeah.
Well, he did the Halloween, and she was the mom in that one too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That Halloween one he did was badass.
Yeah. Well, he did two of them.
Yeah,
he did two of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, if you go classic, I would have to say The Shining.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, and honestly, that sequel that they made to The Shining.
To The Shining, yeah, it's good.
Dr. Sleep or something like that.
Yep, it's good.
Yeah. What's your 1, 2?
I like those classic Halloween movies.
Do you?
If we're just talking about, because I love horror movies in general.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like, hey, it's fall, it's Halloween time, Fear Fest on AMC. I love Halloweens, like all of them. I like the Crazies. I don't know if you've seen that movie or not.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's good. I like the Crazies.
Josh Duhamel?
Yes.
Yeah, where they got the pitchfork.
Wait. Is that who that guy is?
Is that the cover's got like a pitchfork?
It's got a pitchfork.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Those and like anything that could happen in real life.
Yeah.
Like The Strangers.
Oh God, that's absolutely up there for me.
Those are freaky.
Yeah. That's
I'd have to say tied for 2 and 3 would be The Shining and the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. Yeah. What, the one with Jessica Biel or like the 1970s?
The old one.
The 70s one?
Creepy ass
dude.
1970 one.
Yeah. That one's weird.
I mean, I'm not declined to watch a Jessica Biel either.
That 2003 one with Jessica Biel is very good.
Yeah. And that's a true story, right? I mean,
well, it's based off of a true story. But the story is not even about to do with a chainsaw in Texas. It's about a guy that was in, I think, Wisconsin, that murdered a bunch of people, and that's what they based it off of.
They always try to say it's on a true story, because then it makes it.
Yeah.
Like they even said Freddy Krueger was like some guy. They based it off some guy in Washington or something that had molested kids, and they like set this guy on fire, and then there's like, no, that's not true.
Oh,
shit.
That's
true.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, I thought, because it says it in the beginning of that movie, it's like based on true stories. You're automatically like, oh my God, some psycho killed everybody in Texas with a chainsaw. But it's like, no.
It's not true.
No, it's, well, they base it off of a serial killer, but it had nothing to do with Texas and nothing to do with a
family
chainsaw.
That's like that.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
A family like that?
Crazy.
I think I know some people that could be falling up. Their families could fall in the Texas Chainsaw line. Yeah, I'd say those are the 3. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you know what are really funny is those Scary Movie 1 and 2 where they're making fun of Scream. And,
they're great.
Oh my God. I went back and watched one and laughed my ass off. I watched the first one. And then the second one was the dude with the hand. He's like, "Can I lend you a hand?" And the guy's in the wheelchair. He's like, "Can I get? Well, how about a standing ovation?" But yeah, once it got after 1 and 2, it was hit or miss. But it was the first one was with Marlon Wayans, and that shit was funny.
Yeah.
And Doofus or Doofy.
Dude.
Yeah, there's some good. There's one out right now. I mean, they came out with a bunch of. Now they do shows, so you got to wait each week.
Yeah,
and it's like 10 hours of TV.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say House of a Thousand Corpses is the most messed up. Like Not Gonna Sleep, and then Chainsaw Massacre, Shining.
Yeah,
and
those are good ones.
Those Jordan Peele movies are.
Oh yeah,
Get Out. And
Us. Get Out's good.
Those are good.
Us. I didn't like Us as much. Get Out was very good.
Yeah.
Us.
You know what I liked about Us?
It was okay.
They kept remixing I Got 5 on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was just like, this is the shit. I've downloaded that song like a zillion times. It's like every Spotify playlist I got. Yeah. It was weird.
Well, it was like, it was funny, kind of, too.
Yeah.
Like, they mixed in humor.
Well, the one that he did where what was the movie that he did not that long ago, and it was awful. It's like where the spaceship or something was in the air.
Where they're out in the West and they're at this.
And then in some randomly some ape kills somebody.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie? I don't know. It sucked. I did not like it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
It's something like, oh fuck. Like he was looking up and it's like, F that or nope.
Nope. That's what it is. Nope.
Yeah. Nope is nope.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. It was, I don't know.
I wasn't a big fan.
It was Skinwalker Ranch vibes.
What about the Terrifier movies?
I've only seen the first one and it's great.
You haven't watched the second one yet?
I haven't watched the second one yet.
We talked about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kid we were on fall break in Gatlinburg, and he was trying to talk me into seeing Terrifier 3 with him and his friend and his brother. And I was like, I don't think his parents would let him see that. Yeah. And so but yeah, I want to see the third one, but I'm not going to see it in the movie theater.
You said it was like number 1 for a second, wasn't it?
Yeah, that and then the other Smile came out.
And it moved to it moved to 1.
Terrifier 2 was, I mean, you don't get more. I take that back. Terrifier 2 is worse than House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah,
because it's just fucked up.
Yeah,
like there's no other way around it. Like,
have you seen the movie called Midsummer?
Yes.
That one is weird.
Scene in the barn.
Yeah. Or what are they doing? It is crazy.
Because I just always think, okay, what if we just went on some random trip and walked out into the middle and you find all these like hippies and they're so nice, and then that happens.
Yeah. Well, it's like, is that what I get those vibes when I go to the deli downtown, Yellow Deli.
Yeah, I've never been.
Oh, I walked in.
Talk my wife into going for like 6 months, and she won't go with me.
I walked into that
by myself.
I walked into that place. And I was like, "This is Midsummer.
Let's just go for lunch."
Midsummer vibes. The food is good.
Yeah,
seriously, it's good.
Well, I watched there's a Hulu documentary on that cult.
Yeah,
and it's actually the person goes to the deli and the owner's there, and he kind of shoves them out of the way.
Oh,
he was not happy that they were there doing a documentary on him.
Huh.
Yeah. But no, now that you said that, like I've been trying to get down there.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go. It's open. It's got weird hours and weird.
I think it does. Yeah, it does have weird hours.
It's closed on like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or
something weird like that.
Weird, but I don't even understand what the cult is, but they all seem kind of the same.
No, I'd kind of like
give us your money and give us your worldly possessions and believe in this joker over here. He's the light to God.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What dumbass at this point is like, sign me up for that?
Well, it's just like here recently, that dance cult one. Or the dancers.
The TikTok
it's crazy.
dancer.
Yeah, the TikTok is crazy.
Yeah, you just, you feel sorry for people because they're just looking for some sort of meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, that's not it. That's not it.
No, yeah.
All right, sticking with we'll move on. See, we're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Moving on from
we're actually moving quicker than I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot more, dude, if I could think some I've watched like 4 scary movies over the weekend that I was like, those are fucking good. But I don't even remember the names of them.
Yeah.
But most of them are true. There's a Netflix movie. It's got the chick from, the really good looking chick from Pitch Perfect, the brown headed girl with kind of the big teeth.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of it.
It's a true story. It's called The Dating Game Killer. That's not the name of the movie, but it's about the guy that was on the actual dating game.
My parents watched that.
Dude, it's good.
They said it was good. It's
good. But it's a true story, supposedly.
Okay.
It killed over 100 and something people, but only got caught for like 4.
Yeah. My mom was talking about that this past weekend.
Yeah.
Said it was good.
Serial killers are all those documentaries for some reason are fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so messed up. Because don't they say, like, if you go to sleep and relax to watching serial killer movies?
You're probably a serial killer.
I relax to watching serial killer movies, but I'm not a serial killer. I watch all the, like, I've seen so many things with Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, yeah.
I almost called him Al Bundy.
Yeah.
It's not the same guy, is it?
No,
is your
two different
like,
people.
What are you doing?
No, it was another text.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you talk to her about the sand in the boots?
No, not yet. I was going to let that be a surprise.
Oh, you haven't told her?
Well, no. I told her about potentially going. Us all potentially going, but yeah.
It's not until May.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is a festival in Gulf Shores in May that Morgan Wallen put out. Tickets go on sale Friday, and we're going.
We're going.
So if you want to go, Hood's Nest listeners, we will be there. You know what we should do?
Huh.
We should take the damn podcast down there.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Take some of the equipment. Tell them we're like YouTubers. As long as they don't look at our views and stuff, they'll be
right.
They'll be all right.
We'll just act like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we can maybe get free passes. Look into that.
That's a good
See
idea.
what's going on. Yeah, they could
We'll promote it. That's a good way for us to promote it.
Dude, but yeah, that concert's going to be nice.
It'd be cool.
I'm looking.
A lot of good bands.
3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. Big X the Plug.
Big Eggs the Plug. Moneybag Yo. That's all the hip hop.
Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, dude.
Morgan Wallen.
I saw the light. I've been baptized. Dude, Brooks and Dunn. I saw them in Vegas. They did a dual show with Reba McEntire.
Oh,
and my wife fell asleep.
I bet that was good.
I look over and another girl, Brittany, was
Uh-huh.
crying, and my wife's asleep at the same time.
Oh my God.
Like Reba was singing like some really sad song, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, look, Brittany is like tears, and then I look at Rachel, and she is fucking passed
Dead
out,
asleep.
like, not drinking, like just fell asleep. You know, like I was like, "Do you know?" She goes, "I hate Reba." So yeah, Brooks and Dunn, Hardy, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, Bailey Zimmerman,
Cameron Marlowe, I think that's his
pretty
name.
much all the country singers that all those guys say, well, they're not country. You know, they suck. They're not. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want to listen to? The same 10 songs from Waylon Jennings?
Like,
it's new country.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it ain't going to be some George Strait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he still does put out music, unfortunately. But
hey, I'm not hating on George Strait. I love George Strait.
I love George Strait, but the last 10 albums he's done, he said he wasn't going to do anymore.
Yeah.
And then he says he wasn't going to tour anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but yeah, George Strait is, I mean, he's the king.
Yeah, love him.
But people that say Morgan Wallen is not country.
He's definitely got some pop country stuff, but his
who
older
is considered
stuff.
country? Who is out right now that you would say is country music?
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, he's probably leaning more towards.
He's real bluesy. Like, I mean, he's got a lot of R&B and blues into him. Like, nothing is like Waylon Jennings, George Jones.
No.
You know,
You're
so
not
when
getting any
people
more
say
of that stuff.
I hear these dads say that to their kids all the time, and I'm like, well, yeah, no shit, because guess what? It doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of music
What's
doesn't
the
sell
other,
anymore.
like Larry Fleet?
Fleet,
yeah, he's good.
He's got
Cody Jinks, older stuff.
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of Southern rock, too. Like, that's.
Yeah, it's true. It's like you said, the Waylon Jennings, all that stuff. We can't replicate that.
No. I mean,
it's like it's like Greta Van Fleet trying to be like Led Zeppelin sort of thing. It's like you're not going to replicate.
It irritates me when I hear, well, ain't country. That ain't real country.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's like, yes, we know.
You want Alabama to come back? Let's let them put out an album. See how fucking much the music people lose their ass. Rolling down the backwoods. I mean, I love that kind of music. But that music doesn't sell to this. So for sure. But yeah, George Jones. Dude, my grandfather used to listen to George Jones, the same 10 songs.
Yeah.
My whole life.
I
didn't even know he had more than 10 songs until like 10 years ago. He had George Jones super hit. My grandfather had George Jones super hits tape, Conway Twitty, and Ricky Van Shelton.
Okay.
Those are the 3 tapes that he had. And I mean, I'm talking on a loop over.
Wow.
I didn't think any of those guys had any more songs than those that were on that.
He's the only ones worth listening to, son.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know why. That just irritates me so bad when guys are like, country. Well, ain't country. No, but he's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, he sells out everything.
He's a performer. Like you said, he's a performer.
Performer. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, I think people that say that need to go see him live.
Yeah.
Kind of like I was telling you about with Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, I hated Dave Matthews Band. And then I got drugged to a concert in Knoxville, and I was like, holy shit, those guys are talented.
They're good.
And then I'd go back to the car, and it's satellite. And I was like, oh, God, turn it off. turn it off. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, but live.
Yeah.
I tell you who's like that is Randy Houser.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
I like Randy
Houser live is better. So I think I might even said this on here, but Heartstrings one year had Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, John Party, Randy Houser.
Oh, wow.
And it was right when Whiskey Glasses came out and Luke Combs had just came out with Hurricane.
Okay.
So they were brand new.
Oh, wow.
They were brand new. Yeah. They were sitting on a bar
stool. Around here tonight.
Yeah. But I'll be honest with you, Randy Houser outsang all of them.
I bet.
And they were even saying like, God, damn, dude. When he got done singing, they're like, how the fuck are we supposed to follow that?
Wow.
Yeah. But then I went back and listened to the same song, like in the car.
And it just didn't
have the same effect.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the same hit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, let's get into Tennessee football. Let's get into Neyland. Let's get into old Neyland.
That's gonna be a long talk.
What time did we start?
I think 4:45.
Oh, we're doing great.
What time do you need to leave?
Probably like 10, 15 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about, let's start with Arkansas week.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because I don't think
I don't even remember. It was just an L.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So obviously the offensive struggles continue.
Yeah.
Well, first half offensive struggles are just, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a mixture of just Nico not getting into the flow of the game quick enough.
Yeah.
If it's, even our run game, over, I think, like 90% of Dylan Sampson's rushing yards and touchdowns, obviously the touchdowns, are in the second half.
Yeah.
So, like, what is going on with the offense?
Is there not a pregame speech going on?
Obviously not. Heupel is getting the defense jacked up, but not the offense.
You get Peyton Manning and Morgan Wallen in there before the game.
Seriously, I don't know. I don't know what's causing the issue.
I mean, you could look at each game, but recently it looked like Nico was hyper because he was overthrowing him a lot, and usually, Cam Newton was this way in the pros. Like the first quarter or the second quarter, if you wanted to make some bets on Cam Newton under completions, it was, and they were always because they were hype.
Right.
They had their feet kind of hyper, and then they just launch it. And how many throws against Alabama did he miss that the guys were wide?
Oh, dude! Open? We easily could have been up, 2-3 touchdowns in that first half.
And he's launching them. That's just jitters. Like I think he's got to figure out in game. Of course,
he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman. But it's like they put the backup in.
Oh, Gaston.
I keep thinking the dude's Jim Bob Cooter. Remember that guy? I'm like, oh my God, they still got Jim Bob Cooter over there.
Dude, he just launched.
He came in. He was. You know what though? I admire him for that.
Hey, he let it loose.
When they don't get to play basketball, you shoot that. You better shoot that shit like 10 times. Like, don't come over here without a shot.
Right.
Like when they put you in.
Hey, he let it loose.
Yeah, he did. And he got it picked off.
He got it picked off. Threw the triple coverage.
I don't think he realized how quick one guy could get from one side to the other. Because I was watching it and I thought, oh, they're gonna run it or he'll throw like some little screen pass. And then he stepped back and launched it, and I thought, holy shit. And then it took forever to get there. And I thought, that's taking a while.
Yeah.
And pick. And then just think of that. You're a red shirt senior.
Yeah, I know.
You got one play. And that's what you're going to remember.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He got in some of those earlier games and actually played pretty well.
What's his name?
Yeah. Gaston Moore.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Yeah.
Gaston Moore.
Yeah.
Oh God, we hope. When he went down, I yelled, "Season over!"
Yeah.
And like the people around me were like,
"Well, it didn't." Obviously, probably everyone in the stadium freaked out. It didn't look. It just looked weird. He landed weird, so it wasn't like a neat thing.
I think just across the board, especially the SEC, you can just tell it with Vanderbilt. There's just way more parity than there ever has been.
Yeah.
Alabama is not Nick Saban Alabama. Everybody knew they weren't going to be that.
Well, how many people did they lose in the portal?
Yeah.
My God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just everything. I think they're going to be way more close games and more upsets than there used to be.
Yeah.
And I think Georgia's going to fall victim to that too. But Georgia is just – Georgia's got it figured out. And Georgia fans –
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah.
They've got it figured out. But I think they'll lose a game. I think Georgia's going to lose a game. Yeah.
Well, they. Oh, okay. They lost to Bama.
Yeah, but they'll lose another one.
You think?
I think
so. We're going to pull one out against them?
I think we can beat them.
I do too.
I think we can beat them.
I do too. I think
There's nothing on their team that screams like they have been.
Sure.
Like Carson Beck he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
The thing that him and the dude before him did,
Stetson,
is they scramble.
Yeah.
And they're pretty fast.
Yeah.
And they're pretty elusive. So that, to me, that's their difference is they got a quarterback. Like Nico, you can go get 8 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why sometimes he just doesn't go get it.
I know.
Take the game over and go get it.
And you wonder, is he being told that? Is it a coaching thing, or is he, because you can see him sitting in the pocket, going through his reads, and you expect him at some point. It's like, hey, dude, take off.
Yeah, and
he's not sometimes. So I don't know.
When you throw 6 passes over the top of their heads, let's take off and run.
Yeah. Get your confidence.
Out. Get hit.
Exactly. Get in the rhythm of the game. And that was another thing too that the analysts kept saying is like they feel like his confidence is down.
Yeah,
and sure it is. Yeah. I mean, dude, you're missing passes, you're missing wide open passes, you're throwing, into double, triple covers, getting picked off. Like, your confidence has been down. So let's get some easy first downs. Go get hit. Like you said, get your nerves out.
Yeah. Go run for 4 yards, 5 yards. Get out of bounds, or just try to get some of that nervous energy out. And I don't feel like he does that.
And I hate it. It sucked too. That first, God, was it the Florida game or was it the Alabama game where we were driving down? I think it was the Florida game. Had a good drive going. Nico's playing good. And we fumbled on a read option to Sampson.
Yeah.
And you just saw Nico, and you're just like, there goes his confidence right there. Boom. Yeah. It's gone. So, I agree. I think he needs some like little quick hitter plays to get his confidence going, and maybe that would help with our first half issues.
Yeah.
Just starting out, let him run the ball some, little quick slants, just some easy completions.
Yeah.
Because he's got a great arm.
Well, and he's got a plethora of receivers to throw the ball too.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God.
They don't all have to run go routes on the sideline.
Yeah.
Which I know, like I'm no football coach.
I know it's easy to sit here and say this. I know.
I'm no football coach. I know that Josh Heupel knows a lot more than I do.
Sure.
But it does seem like, and I'm sure they're telling him that. And once they get in the game, it's like. But the thing is with Tennessee is defense travels.
Yeah,
we got a great defense.
Yep.
So I mean, think about it. We were down 7-0 at the halftime, and we had like 3 turnovers. I mean, when have you ever turned the ball over 3 or 4 times against Alabama and won?
Seriously.
I mean, our defense is just—it's the shit.
It's
good.
It is.
I think if they play, they got Kentucky, which Kentucky got the shit kicked out of them by Florida this past weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
And who else? Mississippi
State. Yep.
Yeah. Watch. I swear to God, we lose Mississippi State. I'm throwing these chairs out this window.
They gave Georgia a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
That's the thing this year is you can't play anybody in the SEC this year.
No.
And think it's just going to be a cakewalk.
You can't.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. There's parity everywhere. Like, you can't just half-ass show up to South Carolina.
No.
You can't half-ass show up to Vandy.
Yeah.
I hope Vandy beats Texas.
Dude, Vandy's 20. They're ranked.
Dude, if Vandy beats Texas, I'm going to do naked cartwheels down East Burnett Road.
That ain't going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't.
Look, there it is right there. It came at 4:15 on Saturday.
Yeah.
You're going to see Ryan.
I don't see that one happening. I don't see that one happening.
You don't have Vandy?
I mean, that's right. It is at Vandy.
In Nashville.
It is in Nashville, but
Texas did not look good against Georgia.
I agree.
I don't think they look very good.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know though. Like, I mean, what game has Texas beat except Michigan, which Michigan has showed out to be a load of shit too.
They beat the shit out of Oklahoma, which Oklahoma is looking terrible.
I mean, did you see how bad South Carolina beat Oklahoma?
Yeah, they beat the hell out of them.
Yeah. I mean, who's Texas played?
No one other than Georgia, really.
Texas and Alabama hasn't played, have they?
No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Vandy. I'm gonna go with the V.
I mean, Vandy's good. They are actually good.
Yeah. Dude, that would be
hilarious.
What if Vandy was in the 12-team?
I mean, dude. I mean, we've got Vandy, Navy,
Kentucky.
Army. I'm talking about top 25.
Yeah.
It's in the top 25.
Yeah.
Like, when the hell has the last time? Has it ever been Navy, Vandy, and Army in the top 25 ever?
Well, Navy plays Notre Dame this weekend, and Vandy plays Texas. So 2 of them could
I actually really want to watch those two games.
I definitely want to watch the Vandy because Tennessee's off, Georgia's off.
Yep.
UTC's got VMI. Anybody wanted to go down and watch the Mocs?
Vandy or Bama plays Missouri.
Oh, that'd be a good game.
Yep, that'll be a good game. I don't know who else in the SEC is.
The freaking game days at Indiana.
Yeah, aren't they number
Indiana's
12?
Undefeated. Yeah,
they're number 12.
Blowing people out, which is weird for Indiana.
Yeah,
their coach is really cocky, which is it's kind of funny. He said, "All I do is win." That was his comment because he's been at like these other schools. He's got great record, but game days at Indiana against like Washington, a very suspect game day choice. Which I bet it's because game day's never been to Indiana.
Yeah.
But there's some ranked games this weekend, I think, but I'm taking Indiana.
Okay.
It's -6 at home again. Washington sucks.
Yeah.
Indiana's got game day there, and it's a night game. I don't think Indiana's going to beat Michigan or Ohio State or whoever's in the Big Ten now.
Yeah.
In Oregon.
Yeah.
But they'll beat Washington by a lot.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll, baby. I'm on a roll.
You are on a roll.
I'm on a roll.
You're doing well.
I'm on a roll. I'll have to see what my record is.
If we were actually showing our picks and people were taking your picks, they'd be pretty happy right now.
Yeah. I'm up pretty big. I'm up pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the dollar sign. I can give a record.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. The record doesn't indicate the amount of money that's placed on each game. But there are some teams that I'm riding and have been riding all year long, especially in betting against in the NFL. Like, I don't bet for teams in the NFL. I bet against.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet against the Panthers because they suck.
I haven't really been watching a whole lot of NFL this year. I've been watching my fantasy team fall apart, though.
Well, I'm Falcons first and then Titans 1A. Like 1 and 1A. And so obviously the Titans aren't worth the shit.
Yeah.
Not even worth talking about. But the Falcons are probably one of the most frustrating teams to be a fan, besides the Browns, which that was another thing we were going to talk about.
Deshaun Watson.
It's Deshaun Watson and the Browns fans.
It's pretty bad.
I don't think I've ever advocated for a team to just sit one out.
Yeah.
I would be okay with them sitting the next game out because of the way they did to him. Oh, we were going to talk about the Tennessee and the fans booing when all the injuries happened.
Oh yeah,
because there was one in that Alabama game.
Dude, he threw him out there. He threw him out and he fell. It was terrible.
It was the most obvious shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing that sucks is like somebody could actually be hurt.
Sure. Yeah.
And so there has to be some sort of.
Well, there needs to be a thing.
I mean, they make them sit out.
Obvious ones.
They make them sit out a play, right? So if they get hurt.
If you're hurt, you're out at least a play.
Well, they need to make it 3.
Yeah.
They need to make some, like, if you get hurt, like, if you go down and you make them call a timeout and you stop the momentum,
right,
then you need to sit out that series.
Yeah.
So then you want to do that, that's fine. Go sit out that series.
Yeah.
And if you're actually hurt, it's a series. So,
right,
they got to do something.
Because it's terrible.
It's happening everywhere. It's not just Tennessee.
Well, it's like with teams, which Tennessee has kind of slowed things down this year, but teams that like to go fast, that's an easy way just to get them to stop and lose the momentum. It's like, hey, fall down.
Gassed,
yeah.
And they're already up at the line.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cramp.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that one Saturday was.
It was terrible. He literally threw him back out there and he just fell down.
That dude should be suspended.
Something.
Yeah.
Something should happen.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And I would say that for Tennessee, too. If Tennessee did something like that, I would say suspend him a game.
Yeah.
Like, don't let it get that out of control.
Yeah. It's stupid.
But, yeah.
It's happening all over the place.
But, yeah, it's I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like, Tennessee playoffs, I'm there.
Yeah. What about – did you hear about the Alabama announcer saying that we pump crowd noise into the stadium while it's happening?
No,
you didn't see that? Oh, it's all – yeah. Like, there's an article about
it. They say that all the time in the NFL that Belichick did that and
pump crowd noise into the stadium. Yeah.
I was there and it was loud.
It's loud.
I mean, it is loud. And it was loud 2 years ago when I was there.
Oh yeah.
It was Neyland, if you're a Tennessee fan, there's not many other atmospheres that will get you that
it's a good experience.
It's awesome. I had this was the first time, and I think I told you this, but the first time I came home and I thought, man, I had a really good time. I feel like I'm gonna get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Like I had no issue with parking. I did, because I always sit by an asshole.
Yeah.
Always. Every every concert, every ball game, I sit next to the biggest asshole that makes me mad and makes me not enjoy the game as much. And dude, our section was awesome. Like I couldn't have asked for a better environment. The parking, like it was like, I talked to my wife for 20 minutes about how I parked. And she started dying laughing. And about after like 10 minutes, she goes, "You're still talking about the parking." I was like, "Oh, I backed in. It was smooth. When I got back, I just coasted on out and got on the interstate."
Yeah. Then you said you talked to some old dude there for about 30 minutes about the parking.
That's right. I said, you down on Sheffield, you get down on there, And he goes, "Oh yeah, you can just hop right on the interstate, get right on 24, and then get on to 75." My kids are over there slapping hands and doing all their stuff
about parking.
Yeah, and I'm over there talking about. I'm like the insurance guy. I was like, "Oh, you got to park so you can get out here easy. You got to get." Yeah, I actually took the trolley. Which I've been always an anti-trolley guy. I took the trolley. I'll be damned. It was right there, and it dropped us off in like 3 minutes.
Dang.
I mean, we got in the stadium at 1:30, and the game went until 3:30.
Dang.
Yeah. So I ate
and then
a
you
lot
ate
of smoky dogs.
Say you ate like 10 smoky dogs.
I had 2 smoky dogs, a personal pan, Papa John's, a bucket of popcorn, peanut M&Ms. And then I get home, I'm like, why can't I lose any weight? Like, what's going on? But then you can't turn down the smoky dogs.
No, absolutely
you can't go to those games and not get a smoky dog.
You burn some calories screaming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's slapping hands.
Yeah.
Everybody slap hands.
Yeah.
Even the dude in front of you that you've never met turns around all excited. Every first down. But yeah, it was a great game. Like I don't know how many home games they have left, but that was one. But nothing beats 2 years ago.
Oh,
I've never been to a better event in my life than 2 years ago.
Which I didn't even. I was at a bar watching it, and it was
in Knoxville.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. It was max capacity. No one else. They wouldn't let anybody else in. And dude, it literally. We were on the second floor, and when they hit the field goal, you could feel the floor jump, like moving from all the people in there jumping up and down, screaming stuff. I mean, it was. Oh yeah. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. It was a scene that like I don't think I'll ever see again.
Yeah.
Because I was on the front row behind Alabama's bench, and I jumped that damn wall, and all the security was like 5'3" black girls. You wasn't stopping me from getting, and they were actually telling us to rush the field.
To rush the field.
Yeah. They said we're not going to stop you, and I thought. First of all, I'm gonna get trampled.
Yeah.
Like if people rush the field, I'm on the front row. I'm dead. Like I have to get out of the way.
Right.
And so we ran onto the field. Me and my buddy, I lost him within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm calling him.
No calls going through.
No. I mean, it's so funny because being 44 versus being 24 or 34. Mm-hmm. After that game, we went back to the hotel and went to the buffet.
Dude, we didn't even do anything. We literally we were so emotionally drained.
Yeah.
By the end of it,
everybody by halftime of that game was down.
Yeah.
Everybody, because they went up like 28-0 or 24. I mean, it was.
I can't remember.
They started smoking them. I mean, it was. But everybody was like, they're going to come back.
Yeah.
And everybody was drained by halftime, and then Alabama came back, and then the fourth quarter, people got pumped back up again, but. I was dead at halftime.
Dude, it was an exhausting game.
It was crazy.
It could not have ended in a more just memorable way.
Looked like he hit that football with a baseball bat.
Hit a knuckleball. And it's just like
because it's when you're at the game and you're sitting on the side, you just gotta look at the refs.
Yeah.
You
like, can't tell.
Oh, there was how many field goals did we miss in this game, in this current game? 2 in the first half?
2, I think we missed 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they both looked good from where I was sitting.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah!
Yeah.
And then
right.
he says no.
Yeah, you can't tell from the side.
Think about that: 3 turnovers, 2 missed field goals, and you're only down by 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that shows how good. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could say that's how bad Alabama is, but to me, it's like defense.
What blew my mind is
their defense has been good all year.
Yeah.
Even against Arkansas when they couldn't do shit on offense.
Yeah. Same with Florida.
Yeah.
Same with Florida.
Well, and I think that's, people are like, oh, yeah, you barely beat Florida. It's like, yeah, but it's still Florida.
Still, yeah, exactly. It's still SEC talent.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be tight. Even Mississippi State.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to win. It's all these fans that think that we're back in the 80s and 90s
Yeah.
Where we got to win every game by 3 touchdowns.
Right.
Like, that shit's not. That's how Georgia fans act now.
Yeah.
Our third string running back. He's just not par right now. Like, shut up. I heard some guy literally saying that. He's like, our backup running back. I was like, are you literally bitching about your backup running back?
Oh, geez.
Like, shut up. Like their fans are where Tennessee and Alabama fans were. Well, definitely Tennessee fans in the 90s. And then they're the Alabama fans of the Saban era.
Right.
Like, it's like, like, people just shut up.
I know.
Like, you're quit getting that cocky. Like, it's not fun for anybody.
Yeah.
Tennessee fans are bad too.
Oh, I know.
One of them.
Oh, yeah. It's
One of my best friends is. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dude,
there's some in them. I get around them at the games. Tennessee basketball fans.
Yeah.
And I love Tennessee basketball, but some of their fans, I don't even want to go to the games.
Yeah.
Because they bitch about every call.
Yeah.
Every call. You're just like, you just want to look behind them and be like, will you shut up?
Seriously.
Will you
shut up? You can't even enjoy the game.
I remember watching the game. We were up by 35-40. Game was over. And there was multiple people still bitching about the whistle. And I was just like, did you just want to come to be an asshole?
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go, man.
Let it go.
But yeah, we'll enjoy it. Enjoy this year. I think it's the 12 team at the end. I'm very anxious to see, like, if we make it.
Yeah.
Is it where are you playing?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't. I don't know if they're doing neutral sites
or who's got the better record. Or
right. Yeah.
I have to say they have to do neutral because with them being in different conferences, you can't really judge what's a better win.
Sure.
And if you did, there'd be so much debate. People
right.
We better wrap this up. We're getting where are we at?
Oh God, yeah. Rachel's gonna be mad at you. It's 5:30.
Well, we said 45 minutes. How long do we do?
Oh, that's 45 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
hey,
minutes.
buddy.
Yeah.
Everybody that's listened to this has said it's too long.
Yeah.
I can't listen for an hour and a half. I can't listen for an hour and 40. Well,
Joe Rogan podcasts are like 4 hours long.
Yeah, but we don't have the coyote expert.
The credibility.
We don't have Graham Hancock talking about
Alex Jones talking about Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. I just hope one day that they that somebody figures out the damn pyramids. And Joe Rogan
he'll die happy. Yeah, he will die happy.
Every episode. I really like him. I like the show, but damn, give up the pyramids.
He's stuck on the pyramids.
Give it up, man. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
We talk about taxes real quick, real fast.
You want to? Let's do it next week.
Well, we could just tax planning. 2024.
Yeah, we're going into tax planning.
Yeah. Obviously, October 15th was, it's always, in my opinion, our worst. It's probably the biggest crunch and the worst time of the year for us. And we got through it. We lived.
There's a lot of people that don't even know about that deadline for some reason.
No, they don't. Because people file on time.
Yeah.
But
there is a 9:15 and 10:15 deadline for those of you who do not know that.
And it's final, and you can't extend it.
Can't extend.
In April, you can extend, which, as they say, better extend than to amend.
Yeah.
But October 15th sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
When 60 people drop their shit off on a Saturday and the 15th is on a Tuesday, and you're supposed to be in compliance with the government, and you don't want people to owe lots of money, and you don't want to call them and tell them they owe lots of money at the last second. Get your stuff in the summer if you got to extend.
It would be a big help. It would be a big help to us.
But right after the 15th, we start planning for 2024, because that's what I typically tell people is if you extend and don't file till October, you're already 10 months behind on 2024.
Yeah.
And you haven't filed 2023. So, call if you're dealing with Hood CPA, call me, call the office, text me, email me. Some people do all three.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, we're sending out an email
Thursday. Tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll send out an email if you happen to listen on this show and you're a client. We typically ask for you to send, if you're a small business and we don't do your bookkeeping, to send us profit and loss balance sheet. That way we'll do kind of a formalized plan based on your profit and loss and your balance sheet, and then we'll annualize out the rest of the year. We'll meet. We'll do a really in-depth look and kind of give you worst case scenario. So if you filed your taxes right now, what would you owe? And we would kind of dissect what you would need to purchase or any sort of any sort of things we need to do before it gets around the holidays of December and it's too late, or you call me and say, why didn't you talk to me about this earlier? This is me talking to you about it.
This is us letting you
email.
know.
Yeah. I mean, it is we have probably over 800 clients.
Yeah.
So yes, essentially you could reach out to everyone individually, but mass communication's always, you know, the power of the radio and the email.
I feel like we did more planning last year than we've ever done.
We did.
We did a lot of planning last year.
I mean, that's really the job of a CPA.
Yeah.
Honestly, because everything else,
right.
If you do planning, you've already done the tax return for next year.
Sure.
And so you should know where they stand. Now, most clients
sneak in a little property sale.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we've made an extra $2 million.
Yeah.
And so, you can't always predict those. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. In-person meetings, on the phone, come in with your partner, with your spouse, whatever you own a business, and let's kind of, that's what all November and December is for, is to make sure that there's no surprises when you file next year.
Yep.
So tax planning is huge. Everybody that calls me that switches accountant says, I say, why did you switch? Well, my accountant never really does any sort of planning with me.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as, that is true, you have to take accountability yourself sometimes too. And so you have to reach out and call.
Yep.
So, if you reach out and say, I want to do tax planning, 100%, that's what we do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
We don't do,
Well, I think that's where we add the biggest value to people.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, because, if not, then you're just filling forms out and your data entry. We could just pay a bunch of people in India to key in.
Seriously.
For 6 cents an hour, they could just key in and get your social and all that good stuff that I'm sure you would love. But yeah, so give us a call, 423-541-7800 if you want to do that. Check out our Instagram page. No one has listened this long.
It's okay.
But we're getting there.
Maybe some people.
Wait, when we go down to Sands in the Boot.
Sands in the Boot. Yeah, close. Sand in your boots. Sand in your boots tour.
I don't know. 3-6
I
Mafia is there.
I don't know.
I'm there. Dude, I am there. I'm there. Back to 1997.
Mm-hmm. You'll be rapping every song.
Everyone. Project Pat. Everybody knows Project Pat. Even people that didn't listen to rap had that first Project Pat album, I think. Because I know a lot of people that I've played that, and they're like, oh, yeah. And then he had the chicken head.
Yeah.
Chicken.
What? Chicken head. Chicken head.
He's a pastor now.
Project Pat.
That's what it is via Instagram. Pastor Pat. Yeah, he changed his life around. So yeah, I will be front row at that one. That would be cool to have the podcast at the 3-6 Mafia show.
Would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And we get Juicy J.
Juicy J.
Yeah.
The only thing better would be like an Outcast reunion.
Oh.
An Outcast reunion, and then get Little John on the side just to freaking pump everybody up. Say the same shit and yell all over and over, but damn, it sounds good. All right, signing off. Time to go eat.